We're looking at another player from the 2024 recruiting class, and today we're looking at five-star cornerback Ellis Robinson, who will be a freshman for the Georgia Bulldogs. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at these 2024 recruits right before we ramp up for the college football season, so you can get a good idea what the talent looks like for these players before they start making plays for your team. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're going to start things off with this 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, just fast forward a couple minutes. You'll get there. But the first thing that lights up, he's a 5-star in both the rankings and the composite. He's also the #1 cornerback in the country. #2 player overall out of Florida. #2 in the nation in both sets of rankings. 6'1", 185. So we got good size coming out of high school. Of course, it's different now. But we received 32 offers. Coming out of high school during the recruiting process, big-time programs after him. That's because he's a 5-star player. That's what 5-star players do. Everybody wants him. The market's hot for him. Under Armour All-American game. And from the scouting report, he's the quarterback prospect you're going to want. Size, length, speed. 2-year starter, IMG, big-time program. Playing against top-tier quarterbacks, swallows up wide receivers, covers the perimeter well, has valuable experience working in man and zone coverage. And we're going to see more on the field. We have speed to burn, CB1 for a college football playoff team, shut down corners, what they're saying. We have upside for days. Of course, the top cornerback in the nation right now coming from the 2024 recruiting class, Alabama, Miami, Georgia, going over to On3. All the recruiting sites are in lockstep right now. They got him as a 5-star prospect, ranked as the top cornerback in the class. On3 and 24/7 has the same ranking for him, along with ESPN and Rivals. But when On3 and 24/7 Sports are in lockstep with a player like this in the top part of their rankings, that means they're good. That means that's a stellar prospect, because sometimes you'll see On3 with a player high, 24/7 Sports is low, or vice versa. ESPN and Rivals will sleep on players. So another indicator here is they're not sleeping. They're not sleeping. Penn State, Miami, Alabama, Georgia, Miami, LSU down here at the bottom. But let's take a look at his highlights. Let's see what he's working with. I got 8 minutes of clips, starting off with his senior footage and finishing off with his junior year. Let's watch him ball out. There he is. We're tied up at the line of scrimmage. Inside shade a little bit, backing off a bit. Looking in. Redirecting to the ball. Look at that. Look at that. Just the ability to read that. Swallow it up quickly. Must be on the punt return. There he is. There he is. You got some pop off the step. I can tell he's got speed. He just hasn't shown it yet. You can just tell just how his legs move. But we did not tap into the top end is what I'm saying. That's okay. That's okay. Reading what's in front of him. You want to get that edge on him. You better. You got a couple blockers. He's scoring. He's scoring here. Cutting it inside. Looking good. He has a knack of reading what's going on around him and then timing things perfect. Ooh. He's feisty. He's feisty. Stepping back a little bit. We're going to lay some wood. There we go. Heads up on him. Outside. Oh, taking guys out of the play. But it's all right. Inside shade. There we go. There we go. I don't know about the after part or the after effects of that one, but he put his helmet in his chest, knocked him senseless, put him to the dirt. I think that one play probably should have ran to the ball more a while back that I kind of paused on. But I was watching him and not the full play. Outside shade, it looks like her head's up. Stepping back a little bit. Showing zone. Reads it good. Reads it good. I'm watching him, so I'm not watching the full coverage of the whole team. So I'm watching his movement skills. If you see something different, call it out in the comments. Very calm back there as the ball's coming his way. Nice dead leg. Very swift and quick. Can't comment on his top end speed yet. I know it's fast. I can just tell way he's got the pop in the step after looking at these athletes time and time again. We've covered his film before. It was a long time ago. It was over the winter. We're doing a refresh series here right before the college football season, like we did last year. We did it last year. People loved it. Different set of viewers too in the summer versus the winter. Flowing to the ball good. He has good reaction skills. He's good at baiting too to get that quarterback to throw the target. It's the outside. I like that you can be physical. I like that you can be very physical. We've seen that on a few plays. Commander's reading that. Stayed at home, made the tackle. Looking solid. I like the length on him too. Here we go. Kick return, punt return, I mean. We got 56 running down there, 65, whatever his number is. He ain't catching him. You're weaving through these guys. Playing off a bit. Little zone. Coming up. Look at that read, though. Look at that read. Inside shade. Going to try and keep him to the inside. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he's got that swallowed. He's a wide receiver's got to sell more on the inside against a DB like that. For breaking it off. You got to be quicker. I imagine they wanted it quick, but you got to know what you're going up against. A little bit outside. Might be baiting him, making him think he can take the inside easily. He's got that for days. He's got that for days. Inside, off. He's so good and he's so much better in his competition. I don't think that's really a true read. He's just going to do what he wants. DB thinks he's got it. Wide receiver thinks he's got it. Coming back. Ooh, nice read on that. I wish he showed the rest of it, though. This one's a little fuzzy. Ball's coming up. Reads the ball well. Reads the hands as they come up on the wide receiver. Solid on that. Here we are on the back end here. We're off. Might be a run play coming up. Nope. Quick one. Quick little flood to the tight end. Body slams him. He's got a little power to him. Strength-wise. I like that. We got a little motion. Back up to the line. Reads it quick. Gets up there quick. Snuffed it out quick. Good read and react there. Here we are to the outside. Up top. Another good read and react. Punches the ball out. Solid play. Solid play. Here we are again. Motion indicates maybe some man. Doesn't matter. Good contain while pursuing. Solid. Good reaction. Looking good. His hands on him. Gets out of him. Sheds it and gets it. Solid playmaker here. Good read on the dump off. Gets up there quick. Minimizes the yards gain on the yak. Gets low too at the point of contact. Heads up inside shade. Heads up. Looks like once the play started. Running stride for stride. We're back here on the slot. Taking over. Here he is. Don't know what happened on the play, if that was caught or not, but he reacted good. Play action, rolling out. Coming up. He had a deep third, looks like, and came in on the play. Inside shade looking in. Back. Ball's up. Flips the hips. Leads him to the sideline without having to pass interference. So you're just using your momentum and pushing them that way. Good hands. Good reach around. Veteran move there. Timed it perfect, too. There's a lot to that. So, something so simple. A good little reach around while the ball was going in. Where's he at? I lost him. There we go. Ball's in the air. Tag teamed. Both players did well at the point of contact while the ball's in the air. What I can think about him is he's a solid cornerback prospect. Very good athlete, good pop off the step, good speed. Reads and reacts well. Comes up quick to the line of scrimmage once that ball's handed off. Or it's just pass shallow, screen pass, whatever, you name it. Reads and reacts, gets up there quickly. Another thing about him, he can run stride for stride. He baits quarterbacks by allowing some cushion to that wide receiver. We saw that in a couple plays more in the start of the video. That quarterback sees it. He thinks he has it. He flips directions. He can flip them hips and regain speed very quickly. I think that's understated. I think they need to say that like in the first sentence of the scouting report. He can flip the hips, redirect very quickly. And I don't think where he lines up is an indicator of anything because, especially at the high school level, it's so much better than the competition. And it's his ability to read the momentum of the player around him and have a feel while being able to read the other side of the field. That's the thing about him. Like, he knows what's going on back here while he's running, but he's able to see downfield. That's part of his game that no one's going to talk about because we're seeing that on film here. We're seeing that in the highlights. That is very underrated, and you really have to watch these cornerbacks a lot to be able to notice that. But that's what you're getting out of him. That's why he's a top-tier prospect. That's why he's so good, is his ability to play cat and mouse, his ability to have that instinct, that instinctual feel of where that wide receiver's at, never leaving his feet, cutting things off properly while reading what's going on in front of him, and then the flood routes in front of him as well, being able to adapt and pick up on those. He has sweet feet. His feet's very efficient, and he can eat up space quick. Him and the pass catchers catching the ball underneath. He eats up space like a pit bull puppy. That's what he does, and he's very aggressive at the point of contact. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One, thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.